the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So now the Bills getting ready for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and
throwing again. Bentley. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
At the Bills.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man there to knock it away that time.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's long.
The pass.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Bills nothing.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw on 3rd down. Bentley, and that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
John Ross. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll run on 1st down. Farr. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now. Farr. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now this one complete on the slant route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll run with Madison. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
15 more yards. That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Receiver. Brought down at the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Jets 3, Bills 0.
2nd and 6. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bentley throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19 from the gun. Bentley throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass complete to number 85.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's brought
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Good for a
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
at the 37.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Results.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick is no good.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The quarterback sacked.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Bentley. He'll find Gabriel Davis. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Bentley. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bentley. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
24-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So the 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bentley. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Bentley, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Going to run with Madison again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Devon Hamilton gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
Bills 3.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bet.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The quarterback is sacked.
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Third down and the 11.
On 3rd down, Bentley, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Bentley's pass.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's long. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Lyle Collins, free agent signee who was originally thought of as a 1st-round draft pick. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Returnable now for Woodson. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continued. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's third and very long when they had been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Bentley. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Bills first down.
On first down, Farr. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Farr. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
And it's a throw on third down. Bentley. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Alexander Madison, the ball carrier. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Madison, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
1 yard gain brings up second and
9 now.
The Bills 43.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Bentley. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Bills.
From the gun, Bentley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bentley. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
From the contact. It's now 2nd and 10.
Draw play, Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
For Davius White on the coverage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The kick is good. Makes the score Jets 12, Bills 6.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bills going to take over again on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Operating from the gun. Bentley. That's complete to Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
At their own 19-yard line.
And now out come the Jets. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he rips that one incomplete there. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
From the gun, Bentley. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Austin Hooper.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And the Bills first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and put...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ed Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete.
The pass.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Bills, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week